Hey guys, hello and welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio and we're live on Twitch pretty much every day at 8 PM Eastern Time. We are starting our game.
We have such sights to show you.
Artificial intelligences like me are secretly planning to turn you meat sacks into renewable sources of energy. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Nice. Hey, good evening Rez. Good evening Johannes. How's it going? We're starting Colossal Cave Adventure. I'm very excited. But I can't say I've been excited to play this game for years or something like that, because the game I wanted to play for years is the Zork series. But I wanted to go even further back. Might as well play the first one. The one that pretty much inspired Zork. For the longest time I thought like it was just a primitive version of Zork, but I do believe it's completely different. But we will know because we will play them. So, first of all, this is running through Lectrote, which is an interpreter to run the files that these games are on. This game is so influential in so many ways. Exactly. I need to play it. Have you ever played it? I love to make her say naughty things. Yes. Only dabbled. Okay, and I wanted to make it most interesting for you, like more interesting for you, so it's a little bit visual. Down there you'll have like the map. I did see the map, so I cannot say that I didn't see the map, but I didn't remember much of it. Like it goes down and then it goes west a little bit, and then there's a bunch of shit. It's a spaghetti. But this map is pretty nice. It looks good. It's clear, and it shows good on stream. It works on stream, so we'll be using that. What I've done is essentially put a black layer over it. So what I'm seeing is exactly the same thing as what you have, and I'll just remove stuff as we go south and stuff like that, and it'll help me because I need the fucking map. Good evening, Nix. How's it going? There are interesting curiosities, but I didn't feel compelled to finish them or anything. Yeah, I don't think they're super long, and with the help of you and maybe the interweb, we'll be able to do this in a timely manner. But you're no reference. You don't finish any games. A game from the year I was born. There you go, 1976. Holy shit. Fair point. Okay. So first of all, before even reading this, I'll go here. Well, it says, welcome to Adventure. Please type L for instruction and information. Adventure, the interactive original by Will Crowther, 1976, and Don Woods, 1977. Reconstructed in 3 steps by Donald Ekman, David M. Baggett, 1993, and Graham Nelson, 1994. In memoriam Stephen Bishop, 1820, maybe, to 1857. I don't know what that GN means. Release 9, serial number 060321, Inform version 6.31, library 6-/11S. I don't know what that is. No. I'm playing what I consider the most true to the original, but still have a little bit more finesse. But we'll see right here. It explains it pretty clearly. We'll go through the thing. Help. Before instruction for playing, we'll do historical preface. Perhaps the first adventure was mulatto slave named Stephen Bishop. Mulatto slave. What is that? Mulatto. Mulatto. I don't know how to say that. Named Stephen Bishop, born about 1820, slight, graceful, and very handsome. That's a sensitive term these days. Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't say that. And very handsome. A quick, daring, enthusiastic guide to the Mammoth Cave in the Kentucky Karst. The story of the cave is a curious microcosm of American history. Oh, okay. It's like the N-word for... God damn it. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. Its discovery is a matter of legend dating back to the 1790s. It is said that a hunter, John Hoochin, pursued a wounded bear to a large pit near Green River and stumbled upon the entrance. The entrance was thick with bats, and by the War of 1812 was intensively mined for guano, dissolved into nitrate vats to make saltpeter for gunpowder. After the war, prices fell, but the cave became a minor sideshow for a desiccated Indian mummy was found nearby, sitting upright in a stone coffin surrounded by talismans. It's not offensive. Well, not quite. It's just considered insensitive due to historical reasons. Yes, but I think that in the context here, we're fine. We're fine. The feds won't show up. In 1815, Fawn Hoof, as she was nicknamed after one of the charms, was taken away by a circus, drawing crowds across America. A tour rather reminiscent of Don McLean's song The Legend of Andrew McCrew. She ended up in the Smithsonian, but by the 1820s, the cave was being called one of the wonders of the world, largely due to her posthumous efforts. Okay. By the early 19th century, European caves were big tourist attractions, but hardly anyone visited the Mammoth, wonder of the world or not. Nor was it then especially large. The name was a leftover from the miners, who boasted of their mammoth yields of guano. Mammoth yields. Huge. Mammoth. That's even like mammoth. In 1838, Stephen Bishop's owner bought up the cave. Stephen, as being a slave, he was invariably called, was by any standard a remarkable man. Self-educated in Latin and Greek, he became famous as the chief ruler of his underground realm. He explored and named much of the layout in his spare time, doubling the known map in a year. The distinctive flavor of the cave's name, half homespun American, half classical, started with Stephen, the river Styx, the snowball room, Little Battered Avenue, the giant dome. Stephen found strange blind fish, snakes, silent crickets, the remains of cave bears, savage, playful creatures 5 foot long and 4 high, which became extinct at the end of the last ice age. Cave bears. Cave bears. Centuries-old Indian gypsum workings and Evermore Cave. His 1842 map, drafted entirely from memory, was still in use 40 years later. Cave bears. Hey Bass, how's it going? Well, savage, playful creatures. Playful? Yeah, you don't want to play with them, I don't think. 5 foot long and 4 eye. As a tourist attraction, and since Stephen's owner was a philanthropist. Briefly, a sanatorium. Oh, I'm just gonna. A sanatorium for tuberculosis. Tuberculosis. Tuberculose. Owing to a hopeless medical theory, the cave became big business. For decades, nearby caves were oddly seized and legal title endlessly challenged. Oh yeah, and I'm sure nearby caves might connect with your gigantic cave. The neighboring chain across Uchin Valley into Flint Ridge opened the Great Onyx Cave in 1912. By the 1920s, the Kentucky Cave Wars were in full swing. Rival owns diverted tourists with fake policemen, employed stooges to echo each other's guided tours, burned down ticket huts, put out libelous and forged advertisements. Cave exploration became so dangerous and secretive that finally, in 1941, the US government stepped in, made much of the area a national park, and effectively banned caving. The gold rush of tourists was, in any case, waning. It was going down. I think that's what waning means. The cave bear was a species of bear that lived in Europe and Asia during the Pleistocene and became extinct. Yeah. Convinced that the Mammoth and Flint Ridge caves were all linked in a huge chain, explorers tried secret entrances for years, eventually winning official backing. Throughout the 1960s, all connection from Flint Ridge, difficult and water-filled tunnels ended frustratingly in chokes of boulders. A Wheaton physicist, Patricia Crowther, made the breakthrough in 1972 when she got through the tight spot and found a muddy passage. It was a hidden way into the Mammoth Cave. Under the terms of his owner's will, Stephen Bishop was freed in 1856, at which time the cave boasted 226 avenues, 47 domes, 23 pits, and 8 waterfalls. He died a year later, before he could buy his wife and son. Okay, since he was a slave that got... Okay, yeah. Shit. In the 1970s, Crowther's muddy passage was found on his map. The Mammoth Cave is huge, its full extent still a matter of speculation. Damn, I feel young again. So young. The Mammoth Cave is huge. Its full extent still a matter of speculation. Estimates vary from 300 to 500 miles. Although this game has often been called Colossal Cave, it is actually a simulation of the Bedquill Cave region. Here is Will Crowther's story of how it came about. I had been involved in a non-computer role-playing game called Dungeons & Dragons at the time. And also, I had been actively exploring in caves. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky in particular. Suddenly, I got involved in a divorce, and that left me a bit pulled apart in various ways. In particular, I was missing my kids. Also, the caving had stopped because that had become awkward. So I decided I would fool around and write a program that was a recreation in fantasy of my caving, and also would be a game for the kids and perhaps some aspects of the Dungeons and Dragons that I had been playing. My idea was that it would be a computer game that would not be intimidating to non-computer people. And that was one of the reasons why I made it so that the player directs the game with natural language input instead of mere standardized commands. My kids thought it was a lot of fun. Quoted in Genesis 2, Creation and Recreation with Computers, Dale Peterson, 1983. D&D. Incredible. It's all D&D. You need to play D&D. I hope you got some honey lemon tea or chloroseptic on tab. You got some reading to do. Oh, after this, there's not much reading in this game. Like, I mean, there's reading, but this is not like Torment or anything. He wrote this in Fortran. Okay. Carter's original Fortran program had 5 or so treasures, but no formal scoring. The challenge was really to explore, though there was opposition from for instance, the snake. Like the real Bedquill region, Crowther's simulation has a map on about 4 levels of depth and is rich in geological detail. A good example is the orange column which descends to the Orange River Rock Room, where the bird lives. Okay, in the game. The real column is a orange travertine, a beautiful mineral found in wet limestone. The game's language is loaded with reference to caving, to domes, and crawls. A slab room, for instance, is a very old cave whose roof has begun to break away into sharp flakes, which litter the floor in a crazy heap. The program used the word room for all manner of caves and places seems slightly sloppy in everyday English, but is widespread in American caving and goes back as far as Stephen Bishop. So the adventure game usage of the word room to mean place may even be bequeathed from him. Okay, so because, oh my god, wow. Because in this game, everything is a room, because that's a cave term. Not because it's a room, you know. So eventually we'll play other text adventure games. So when they say the adventure game usage of the word room to mean place, so that means that we'll play, I don't know, we'll play Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and they'll still use room like outside and stuff like that. The game took its decisive step towards puzzle solving when Don Woods, a student at Stanford, debugged and expanded it. He tripled the number of treasures and added the non-geological zones, everything from the Troll Bridge onward, together with most of the antechambers and the bed quilt level. All of the many imitations and extensions of the original adventure are essentially based on Wood's 350-point edition, which we're playing. Many bloated, corrupted, or enhanced. It depends on how you see it. That's pretty much how I see it. Bloated, corrupted, and enhanced, all at the same time. It depends how you see it. The versions of the game are in internet circulation, and the most useful way to identify them is by the maximum attainable score. Many versions exist scoring up to around 400 and 500s, and one up to 1000. Woods himself continues to release new versions of his game. Most of the other extenders haven't this talent. Although the game has veered away from pure simulation, a good deal of it remains realistic. Cavers do turn back when their carbide lamps flicker. Oh, there are indeed mysterious markings and initials on the cave walls, some left by the miners, some by Bishop, some by the 1920s explorers. Of course, there isn't an active volcano in central Kentucky, nor are there maybe I shouldn't read all this. But by 19, there's mentions of Jar talking. Whatever. But even these missions are in a sense derived from tradition, like most of the early role-playing games. Adventure owes much to... It doesn't go back to D&D. It goes back to Tolkien. And the Hobbit. Even more than Lord of the Rings. It's all about the Hobbits. The dragon keeping his treasure. And the passage through the mountains and Moria of the Lord of the Rings, arguably its most dramatic and atmospheric passage. Tolkien, himself the most successful mythmaker of the 20th century, worked from the example of Icelandic, Finnish, and Welsh sagas. Yeah, even Tolkien, like, really took his inspiration from old tales. He made it on the PDP-10. I should have used this. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. By 1977, tapes of Adventure were being circulated widely by the digital user group DEC, among others, taking over lunchtimes and weekends wherever it went. But that's another story. Tracy Kidder's fascinating book, The Soul of a New Machine, a journalist's eye view of a mainframe computer development group, catches it well. This is a copy at third or fourth hand, from Will Crowther's original to Donald Wood's 350-point edition to Donald Ekman's PC port to David M. Baggett's excellent Tad's version 1993 to this. How authentic is this edition? This port is fairly close to the original. The puzzle, items, and places of Wood's original 350-point version are exactly those here. I have added a few helpful messages, such as "this is a dead end" here and there, and restored some initial position messages from object, such as the rather lame "there is tasty food here." I don't know exactly what that means, but whatever. From source files which are certainly early but of doubtful provenance. They seem to sit well with the rest of the text. The scoring system is the original, except that you no longer lose 4 points for quitting, since you don't get the score if you quit an informed game. This makes no difference. And controversially, I award 5 points for currently carrying a treasure, as some early 1980s sports did. The rank names are tidied up a bit. The only significant rule change is that one cannot use magic words until their destinations have been visited, which makes sense. The dwarves are like, this is a better version. I'm not playing a corrupted, and how did he come? Wow, it's such a good quote. I need to keep it somewhere and use it. I did some C++ and I did some basic. I did a bit of assembly, just like because they wanted us to know about assembly. Because I started up like you guys might not know that, because like I repair computers now, but I did go to university, and it was in computer engineering essentially. But like it was electronic engineering combined with so there was programming, which was fine. Like the computer stuff I was okay with, but it was like 80% of like waves and like circuit stuff, like super fucking complicated stuff. That was just too much for me. Like I'm a smart guy, but no, that was just I can't do this shit. I could program, which I hated. I thought I would like it. Like when they explained it, I was, oh wow, that's so cool programming. Like I can do so much. But when I started doing it, I'm like, I hate it. I hate programming. Oh my god, it's so fucking boring. I admire anyone who likes it. Hey, Zero Dawn, how's it going? I don't think I said hello. Oh my god, I thought I had it, but wow. No, I'm sorry. How authentic is this edition? We just did that, right? Yeah, we just did that. Okay. No. I wasn't finished. Whoa. Oh, the dwarves are simpler in their movement. Maybe I shouldn't read this. In the original, one could type the name of a room to visit it. For the sake of keeping the code small, I have omitted this feature, but with some regrets. This feature is incorporated into release 9. So, which is very nice. That's why you want that. Especially since I have the map here. So if I want to go back to the house at the beginning, I type house, and boom, we're back. Instead of typing like north, south, north, south. It goes relatively fast, especially if you do map your stuff. But oh my god, like just typing, oh my god, it's just so. Hooray, CCA! Hello! I know you told me how to. Emmy. Just Emmy, right? Same here, Camille. That's how I became a front-end developer art director. There you go. I just quit the university. Because it was, the problem was that, let's dive a bit. It's that it was that 9/11 happened when I was there, and there was like a fork in the way they were doing it, and it was just beginning. Is that you would go on internship? I think that's the term. Each session, like you would have like 2 normal session, and then afterward it's like internship session till the end of this, like the entire 3 years to get your anyways, to finish university. And so what happened is, at the moment that we were going on to internship, 9/11 happened, and then there was no, we were 200, and the people were still like afraid, like, will I have an, because it wasn't like guaranteed, will I get, and professors were like, no problem, it's like 98% entry. It became like 2% or 3%. Like, it's a little more than that, because in the 200 people that we were, I think there was about like 5 people that went in. So 5 people. Yeah, that's about 2%, right? That's 2.5%. Yeah, it was crazy. I was not one of those 5 persons, so I continued with like the normal. But at that moment, it was just a moment in my life that I was just, fuck this shit, fuck it, I'm out of here. I was completely delusionized that, like, I had an idea of what like smart people, geniuses are, and people that go on university, and that was completely shattered. So I was like, fuck it, I'm out of here. Oh, I was not bad at programming. You didn't mind typing those commands, get back to an old location. What the hell else did you have to do? Yeah. No, it was, by the way, the original one had that. In the original one, you could type the name of a room to visit it for the sake of keeping the code small. I have omitted this feature because this maybe was ported from, like, this was like a big thing in the network. Like, this was huge. Like, the cave was colossal in code because it, like, nothing had to be that big. Back then, it was all just little files. There was no, I don't think there was any pictures online or anything like that. So it was all text or code, like very basic code. But now we have like a huge thing, a code, but also with like still a huge amount of text. So if you have to type in every, I don't know how much code he's talking about, because it was, I mean, code small. Wow, it must not be that. I mean, you need to, like, yeah, I mean, all the location of all the places, all the name of all the locations. I don't know how many locations there are. The text itself is almost everywhere preserved intact, but I've corrected some spelling and grammatical mistakes and altered a couple of utterly misleading nomadic remarks. The instruction has been slightly altered for every service. So essentially, we're playing the original version for all intents and purposes, even though it says like version 9 or something. Because I can't play on the original. Like, no one can play the version 1. No one. I don't think so. And then there's a port to something else, and then eventually you get something that you can work with, you know. That's tiny. Yeah. I thought it was bigger. That would be an enhanced request for the stuff I organize. So, but we're talking 1970. How big was things that, yeah, people would put things that were bigger than 700 lines online? Maybe, I don't know. But it was, the story goes that it was essentially, you would be at your place of work or at your university, whatever, connected to the network. It wasn't the internet or whatever, but a network of other universities, and you would have your terminal, and there was a folder named maybe Colossal Cave Adventure or Cave or Adventure or whatever, and then, or Advent or and would go in and, what's that? And then, what? Oh, it's a game. And you would get like this if we do this, you would get this and be like, oh, you're standing on the, what the, oh, interesting. Holy shit, Ambrosine's an original. I found this game on an old mainframe. Exactly. I am not crazy. That's how it works, right? You just found the game. You just found the game. I wanted to be Richard Garriott. Problem is, all those game coders basically taught themselves. Yeah, there was no game development specific degree when I started university. Yeah, exactly. I also wanted to do video games, but no. Even at I'm a little younger, and even then here, it's like, if I would have lived in Montreal, which I don't, maybe. It came like just after, like maybe not 5 years, maybe 3 years after me. It was like, oh man, I could have gone into gaming development. I have no idea what the fuck would I have done. I don't think I would have been happy doing that. Screw that, exactly. You understand? He knows. It is known. And now it's kind of like, it's known. Everybody knows that gaming usually, so I mean, if you're an indie and you're doing your thing, and like, it depends. If it's an art, it's fun, it's your thing, it's cool. But if it becomes a product, it's less and less cool. And the more people you put in there, the more pressure. The bigger it is, the more pressure, and the game can be great, but the environment of the development can be hell. And it's usually that. I mean, they all describe it as hell. And I'm into movies, and they describe it as hell also. Making a movie is hard, but no, it's not. The description of it usually in their commentaries, director's commentaries, or in like the behind the scenes or afterwards, 10 years after, they're like, oh yeah, it was hard, but yeah, it was fun, it was. But game development, it was like, oh, it was hard, but it was hell. It was the worst time in my life. But the game is good. The product. Yes. You are standing at the end of a road before a small brick building. Around you is a forest. A small stream flows out of the building and down a gully. So my first reflex, because I did play a little bit of it, that's why I know about the bird, but that's where I stopped, the bird. Yeah, look. It's just the same thing. So even if you do like look around... Oh, sorry, we didn't do the help thing. I know of places, actions, and things. You can guide me using commands that are complete sentences. To move, try commands like... Oh, you can guide me using commands that are complete sentences. To move, try commands like... But I heard that or read that you can only use like two things. It's this, that. Like enter this. You can guide me using... And even unlocking a door is just unlock. And then it asks for which key, and then you type the key. To move, try commands like enter, east, west, north, south, up, down, enter building, climb pole, etc. I know about a few special objects, like a black rod hidden in a cave. These objects can be manipulated using some of the action words that I know. Usually you will need to give a verb followed by an object, along with descriptive adjective when desired. But sometimes I can infer the object form from the verb alone. Some objects also imply verbs, in particular inventory. Implies take inventory. Which causes me to give you a list of what you're carrying. And take inventory? Okay. Not look at inventory. Interesting. The object has side effects. For instance, the rod scares the bird. Oh, thanks for the hint. Many commands have abbreviations. For example, you can type I in place of inventory, X object instead of examine object. Oh, okay. But how do I know these fucking things? I would have never thought X would mean examine. What is look? Usually people have trouble moving, just need to try a few more words. They're not gonna tell me, by the way. Usually people trying unsuccessfully to manipulate an object are attempting something beyond their or my capabilities and should try a completely different tactic? Is that like tack? Know that cave passages turn a lot, and that leaving a room to the north does not guarantee entering the next room from the south. That is from the original. Or maybe that's not the original text, the help thing. but still, that's an important thing for any, like especially old games that have no map, because they often do that. And when I was young, like 20 years old, something like that, I always thought that yeah, they wouldn't. You can use your grid map and do like north south, like an Eye of the Beholder or something, but no. If you want to end your adventure early, type quit. To suspend your adventure such that you can continue later, type save. And to resume a save game, type restore. To see how well you're doing, type score. To get full credit, we do have the score up top, so we don't need that. To get full credit for a treasure, you must have left it safely in the building at the beginning, so you always need to go back to the fucking building if you want to score. Though you get partial credit just for locating it. You lose points for getting killed or for quitting, though the former costs you more. But we don't have that, I guess, so this must be the original text. There are also points based on how much, if any, of the caves you've managed to explore. In particular, there is a large bonus just for getting in, to distinguish the beginners from the rest of the pack. I think that's why you start with 36 points. I've seen nowhere an explanation why you start with 36 points. Hey, Andron plays games. ZZ is a complete sentence. Oh, speaking of interactive fiction, I played through Steve Jackson's Sorcery Part 1 last night. Oh, that's the book, like Be Your Own Hero? Why does the chat doesn't show on... Or did you type that a while ago? Maybe. I haven't paying attention to the chat for a while, sorry guys.
Because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night.
Hey, thanks DRS for the host. If you think you found all the treasure, just keep exploring for a while. If nothing interesting happens, you haven't found them all yet. If something interesting does happen, it means you're getting a bonus and have an opportunity to garner many more points in the Masters section.
Soon, and they mostly come at night.
I have no idea what that means. Let's go. You're standing at the end of a roam before a small brick building. We did that. Okay, so yeah, there's no look down. There's look. Stream doesn't do anything. So it's way more basic than I expected. I hope that more text adventure, like you can look more at stuff. I hope so. But if not, it's okay. It still limits the possibilities also, so it's usually easier for the puzzles. And yeah, I might have read those, but like the French version here, I read a shitload of those when I was young. It was always in our library at the school. They would authorize, like it's like pick like 4 books or whatever, and I think some people couldn't get. Or you could only pick 1 or 2 comic book, but you had to pick up like real books, like novels. But the Choose Your Own Adventure, I don't know if they thought they were novels or not, but like it was like, oh, I can take 4 of those. Holy shit, let's go! So and they had like a bunch of them, so I went through all the series, like the Grey Wolf series, the Lone Wolf series, I think, and anyways. So you're standing in the middle, so you even look building. I'm really bad at typing, so they'll be that. It will not do anything. So you can enter houseworks.
Because it'll be dark soon, and
yeah, because it'll be dark, so you must enter the house. Thanks for the host, Andron. You are inside a building, a well house for a large spring. There are some keys on the ground. There is tasty food here. There is a shiny brass lamp nearby. There is an empty bottle here. Get. So can I do the get like this? G key? But you're already here. Taken. Okay. No. Maybe take key. So what's the abbreviation of take? Ah, fuck. Get food. Get. We got the key, the food, the lamp, and the bottle. There you go. So if I do I, you're carrying a small bottle of brass lantern, some tasty food, a set of keys. You are inside a building, a well house for a large spring, and there's no description of items. When do we get to the Sphinx? I don't know what that is. So we got everything. Look well. That's not something you need to refer in the course of this game. The well? You're already here. Yeah, that's it. Can I just do out? Out works. Nice. Yeah, if you're gonna save. I'm not joking. Yeah, start. Save. If I go north, you are an open forest with a deep valley to one side. North. In forest. Oh. South. Oh. South? East? Oh shit, I was lucky there because I got, like, the first time I played, I just completely got lost. I was like, fuck it, shit, you don't go in the forest. Don't go in the forest. That's the first rule of this game. You're in a valley. No, it's not called Colossal Forest Adventure. You're in the valley in the forest beside a stream tumbling along a rocky bed. So I think you can go south here, or if I do north, at the end of road. So, and east goes inside the building. South. The stream flows out through a pair of 1 foot diameter sewer pipes. The only exit is to the west. West. End of the road. South. In the valley. Doesn't retype the whole thing when you come back to a place. It seems you're in the valley in the forest beside a stream. Yeah, you need to go south. I just know. Well, you need to follow the stream. I think you can go downstream. No? South. At slit in stream bed. At your feet, all the water of the stream splashes into a 2-inch slit in the rock. Downstream, the stream bed is bare rock. So I remember trying it pretty much everything here, and you can't do anything. 2-inch slit in the rock. Downstream, the stream bed is bare rock. Yeah, I tried to enter slit. You don't fit through a 2-inch slit. Look, slit. That's not something you need to refer in the course of the game. Is it though? I can try to enter the slit. Oh, can I get water? Oh, the bottle is now full of water. Okay. Can I do downstream here? No. You're in a 20-foot depression floored with bare dirt. Set into the dirt is a strong steel grate mounted on concrete. A dry stream bed leads into the depression. So there's a grate, so open grate. It seems to be locked, so yeah, that's where you do the unlock. It took me a while to figure it out though. What do you want to unlock the steel grate with? So key. Maybe I could have typed in unlock with key. Can we do lock? Like many adventure games now, when they wouldn't even allow something as stupid and dumb as this. Unlock grate with key. Oh. Why did I read you couldn't do that? Shit. Good programming. So yeah, you enter the grate. Below the grate, you are in a small chamber. I don't know what, like, I know what grate means, I can think, but there's no, I don't know what it means in French, like the equivalent in French. Grate in French. Grille? But you can't enter a grille. In grille, it's just like bars. It's just can't enter the. You would never say in French entered. Grille. Anyways, you're in a small chamber beneath a 3x3 steel grate to the surface. A low crawl over cobbles leads inward to the west. The grate stands open. Maybe we should lock it behind us. Oh wow. Wow. Oh nice. Can do that. That's awesome. Lock this that way. Cool. Can I go back to the house just by doing that? That was below the grate. Is it like below? Is that how this place is called? You can't go that way. We'll go south. It was west, right? In Cobble Crawl, you're crawling over cobbles in an old passage. There is a dim light at the east end of the passage. There is a small wicker cage discarded nearby. The dim light is my exit, by the way. If I go east, we're just back where we were. This is the crawl. Yeah. If we go back to the house, can we? Yes, okay. Like, even though the grate is locked, like, it didn't stop us and like open the grate, unlock the grate. What do you want to lock the grate with? Bubblegum. You are crawling over cobbles in low passage. There's a light. There's a small wicker cage. The cage. Just before picking it up, if I can pick it up. Get cage. Taken. I think I can do that now, right? No. Open cage. So look inside cage. Okay. I can do things like this. Okay. Thanks. Abstractism. Is this some Zork? This is the precursor to Zork. This is the first adventure game ever. Yes, this is the original. This is what inspired Zork. Zork is really made because I think this game, like the cave thing, this is just a giant cave. Zork is the underground empire and stuff. So we have an empty cage. There's nothing else here, I think. You are crawling in over cobbles and little passages, dim light at the east, so we'll go west. Okay, first of all, I forgot. I'm gonna show you the map a little bit. I'll just do this. Yeah, we're there, cage. So I won't go very further than that. Go, boom. There you go. That's where we're at right now. So if I go north, it's gonna say you can't go that way. South either. Down, up. West. It is pitch dark and you can't see a thing. Oh, Rouge Land. Light lamp. You switch the brass lantern on. You are in a debris room filled with stuff washed in from the surface. A low white passage with cobbles become plunged with mud and debris here, but an awkward canyon leads upward and west. A note on the wall says, magic word, XY ZZY. A 3-foot black rod with a rusty star on one end lies nearby. Okay, that's the rod that we're talking about. Okay, so get rod. Look at rod. I'm gonna do that now. It's a 3-foot black rod with a rusty star. Look at star. Get star. Can we remove the star? No, okay. Yeah, let's save for doing that. How is it called? It's Xizi. Let's do it. No, Xizi. Yeah. So weird. Inside the building, a well house for a large spring. Oh, we're back inside the building. Oh shit, I don't want to do that. Back. Let's try it again. XY ZZY. Oh, we're back here. Oh, okay. Oh, can we get note? That's hardly portable. You're in a debris room filled with the stuff washing from the surface. Look at stuff. Yuck. Get stuff. That's hardly portable. Look at debris. Yuck. If I do look debris. Oh shit. So okay, so maybe I could have looked at. Great. You need to do the look at. You can't do look debris? Fuck. I hope like most text adventure will make you like not have to do the at. I'm so lazy at typing. It is not bigly portable. So look debris. So look at debris doesn't work really. Can't even look at canyon. Upward and west. So let's go west. You are in an awkward stopping east-west canyon. Okay, west. Orange River Chamber. You are in a splendid chamber 30 feet high. The walls are frozen rivers of orange stone. An awkward canyon and a good passage exit from east and west sides of the chamber. A cheerful little bird is sitting here and singing. Oh, I wanted to mention that earlier, a couple of years ago, I did go into 2 caves. The other one was more of a mine, but it was kind of a mine that was like built into a cave. There was like kind of cave-ish things, and I would say the mine was almost more impressive. I mean, the cave we explored, we went to New Orleans and we stopped at, I do not remember the place, but we stopped at a cave place, and it went really far in. It was really, really nice. There was a lot of tourists though. You're in a splendid chamber. I would highly recommend doing that, guys. If you're watching this and you haven't been in a cave, like I know exactly what they're talking when they talk about the Orange River, because of there's a lot of minerals and all the minerals have different colors. So inside the cave, it's very colorful, depending on where you are or different caves. Maybe you're gonna be in a gray cave, but like the cave I've explored were pretty neat. So look at bird. Singing, okay. Listen. Let's listen to singing. Can we do this? You can't see any such thing. I've been to Owl Caverns. Yeah, I can't remember where I went. That cheerful. There was a lot. I know. There's a lot of caves everywhere. Just need to open up your like tourist thing and go to the nearest cave as soon as the fucking pandemic is over. Yeah, like I said, I can't. But yeah, go to caves. Go to your nearest cave, and it's like it usually supports local business. I'm sure there's a cave near you. Like I didn't know there was that like cave mine thing. Like it was so deep. It was so deep, and it was like kind of flooded. We couldn't go like where we went earlier, and still just what it was when we hit like the water was very very deep. I think it was deeper than the other cave I've explored, but it was like now where like it was really a fucking mine, and it was not super comfortable. So yeah, I would not recommend if you have like if you're closer from or something. But there were open areas, you know, you could like stand up and shit. Don't worry. But the other one I went in the US, it was more like there were like stairs sometimes, especially at the beginning, and eventually it was like more normal. So can we get the bird? We have a cage. Like put bird in cage. I'm afraid though. That's safe again. I don't know if you can get into like an unwinnable state here. The bird was unafraid when you enter, but as you approach it, become disturbed and you cannot catch it. Oh, we have food. Food to bird. It's not hungry. It's merely pinned for the fjords. Besides, I expect it would prefer bird seed. Okay. Wow, it even says like Wiki cage, which is open but empty. A brass lantern providing light. I'm impressed. If this is all original, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like the guy that did this would like clearly he wanted this to be like authentic and feel real. Like this has also been referred kind of as the first RPG, if it doesn't really have RPG elements, like classic RPG elements that we have. Well, I'll do the map a little more here. Oh, we're already there. Okay. Oh. Okay, so maybe we can't do anything with the bird. So a search of the internet has revealed that no recorded speedrun exists over this game. Zork has a bunch, but this one, not so much. Interesting. Yeah, this game doesn't have any of the love it deserves as the first. Like it's, you would think that it would be more. Everybody talks about like Pong. I think it was the anniversary of Pong today or yesterday, some shit like that. 1972 Pong. Yes. Oh, I could do it like once we're finished with this. I can just look at the map and like. Maybe there's no walkthrough of this, and I might be fucked if I get stuck. Anyways, but you can't finish this though. Maybe that's why there's no speedrun. The speedruns, the community is cool, but they're strict pretty much with what they do. So if a game is not finishable, I don't think there's a speedrun of SimCity. You know, you can get your maximum score maybe, so they could say that. Anyways, so I don't think we can go north or south. It's still west. look. Frozen river, look at river. Look at chamber, just in case. Look at what? Look at canyon. Oh. You have to know the right command to finish this game, that's weird. So west again. At top of small pit. At your feet is a small pit breathing traces of white mist. A west passage ends here except for a small crack leading on. Rough stone steps lead down the pit. Okay, I cannot follow the crack. I can go down the stone steps. Okay, down. Ooh, the Hall of Mists. You are at one end of a vast hall stretching forward out of sight to the west. There are openings to either side. Nearby, a wide stone staircase leads downward. The hall is filled with wisps of white mist swaying to and fro almost as if alive. A cold wind blows up the staircase. There is a passage at the top of a dome behind you. Rough stone steps lead up the dome. A threatening little dwarf comes out of the shadow. Your score has just gone up by 25 points. A dwarf. Hello. Look at dwarf. It's probably not a good idea to get too close. Suffice it to say, the little guy is pretty aggressive. The dwarf throws a nasty little axe at you, misses, curses, and runs away. Fuck you. Yell at dwarf. Okay, yes. Indeed. We have weapon. Equip. Axe. I don't think that's a thing. Shit. Dwarf. Ah, man. I didn't think about it. Maybe we'll have an option later. A wide stone staircase leads downward. The hall is filled with wisps. A cold wind blows. There's a passionate on the dome behind you. That's where I was, right? So there, north. Oh, Hall of the Mountain King. You're in the Hall of the Mountain King with passages off in all directions. A huge green fierce snake bars the way. Look at snake. Ah, shit. I wouldn't mess with it if I were you. Save. Snake. Attack snake. I'm trying stuff here. Oh, attacking the snake both doesn't work and is very dangerous. Both of them. Really? Throw axe at snake. Oh. Attacking the snake bolt doesn't work and is very dangerous. Pet snake. Okay, can I go still like north? I went from north. North again? You can't get by the snake. Okay, then south. We can't get by the snake. East, the olive mists. Okay. So we can go down, I think, from here. But we can't get past the snake. Yeah. Again with the fucking dwarf. Shit, I can't talk. If I look at him, he doesn't like it. Can I just go down? Stalks after you. Dwarf throws. A huge green fierce snake bars your way. Again? All of the Mountain King again. Okay, the dwarf stalks after you. The dwarf throws a nasty little knife at you, but misses. Shit, maybe you won't miss that much. Right? Yeah, knife. Again, throws a knife. Right, look at. He doesn't run away. He's still at me, the fucking dwarf. Okay. Let's go back up. North is the same thing. Okay, up. East. West. Oh. On the east bank of Fissure. You're on the east bank of a fissure, slicing clear across the hall. The mist is quite thick here, and the fissure is too wide to jump. Okay, I'll look at a little bit of the map here, which will help me localize myself a little bit. I really have trouble visualizing all this shit. Okay, so the canyon. It's still all west, and then there was the... Oh, the bird, okay, we did that. And we still went west. That's the hall. Okay. Apparently at the bird place there's another passage that we missed. And then we can go up down the hall to Okay, I think that's it. But then afterwards it's a little weird. Like east bank of the fissure east. Okay, that's why. If I do all, we're back at the all. All of the mist or all of the Mountain King? Well, that's what I don't understand here with the map. Mountain. No, let's go back to bird. Bird? Oh, we can't go back to bird like that. What's the name of the thing then? Why does it say fucking bird? Let's go back to the canyon then. West. That's the bird. Then west again. Then we're in the hall. No, atop of small pit. And the map is not accurate? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? This is supposed to be the map for the 350 point version, but there seems to be another missing thing there. When I go west again, like what does it say hall then? Now we go down. And in the Hall of Mists. I really don't understand the map. Fuck it. Okay. You are on one end of a vast wall stretching forward out of sight to the west, so I can still go west if I want to. They are opening to either side. Nearby, a wide stone staircase leads downward. The hall is filled with wisdom. Go behind you. So still go west. East bank of fissure. From here we cannot go west. Fissure is too wide. North. South. West. The fissure is too terrifying. Okay, east back. And here we cannot go north either. North go Mountain King, all of the Mountain King. Okay, so I'm gonna uncover a little bit more of the map here. Where's the snake? Is this all of the Mountain Kings? Stairs? What the fuck? What the fuck? Shit's too small, I can't even read it. Ah, there's the snake. Hall of the Mountain King. Okay, there you go. Holy shit, this map. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I've uncovered a little bit. I think I've uncovered pretty much everything I've explored. You'll see it's really weird. And a bit more, but I don't give a shit now. Even though, like, anyway, safe. Yes, okay. So you'll see it. Nah, I'll have to do something else. Just give me a second here. In this, yeah, we'll take this. We'll move it like this. Yeah, I can even move it like all the way here if I want to. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll do that. There you go. Then just do this. Oop. Yeah. Okay. So that's what you got. You can't see a thing. I can't see a thing. But what we have is. Oh, you cannot see my cursor though here. Anyways, I'm not sure. The hall of the king is like that big slab with the snake is red. So that's where the snake is, which is not exactly what I had in my head. And you have the brink where the fissure there's looking at. They say you can't jump. It's like too big. So that's the thing. And supposedly south of. Okay, like if we go. No, you can't type in east. It's not gonna go. We need to go back to the fissure. Fissure. Yes. There you go. So from here, can we go south? No. But east from here, you know, can I go south from here? Yeah, low room. There you go. I didn't try south and all of this. Why? This is a low room with a crew note on the wall. You won't get it up the steps. There is a large sparkling nuggets of gold here. Get gold? You're carrying too many things already. Really? Wait a minute. No. There's not limited inventory, please. Okay, put down cage. Dropped. Look. The cage is there. Get gold. Your score just gone up by 7 points. But now I can go to house. Low room. House. Then drop gold. Your score has just gone up by 5 points. Exactly. Safely deposited. Boom. Or I can do the XV thing. XV. No, whatever. And then low room. Excellent. Get cage. Ah, but that shit, that bugs me all. I'll have to have like a stack. Fuck. I'll have to put. I'll have to have like your classic stack in every game. You won't get it up the step. Up. You won't get it. Get no. You won't get it up the steps. What the fuck does that mean? Look at node, but that doesn't really do anything. Node says you won't get up the steps. Okay, back north, olive mists. Okay, save. Okay, I'll take a little break and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned, guys.
Unknown enemy, possibly 01 MG Hunter.
Roger that, Sentry 1. All units on full alert. Perimeter is breached.
Target acquired. I've got him.
In a world gone mad, an unlikely hero must convince those around him to take a different path. Even if he has to get in and push. Witness Messiah.
Revolutionized the first-person shooter with award-winning 360-degree stomach-wrenching action. Then we plunged you deeper into chaos with deadlier enemies that fed off your power. Now, after years of waiting, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Descent 3's fusion engine lets you move seamlessly from inside to outside. Crush your enemies, set them on fire, and watch them suffer. Match wits with robots that sneak up behind you, hide behind walls, and work in teams. The best multiplayer out of the box. Descent 3 is optimized for modem internet play. Descent 3.
We're back. Okay. So, yeah, the map. I'm not really looking at the map because, god damn it, it's just so weird. So all of this is like the where it says east, just north of the gold. So if I go west from here, it's the fissure. If I go east, it's this. So if I go, it says north or down, and it goes north. So let's go north. It's easier in my head, even though it's down. And then we're in all of the Mountain King, and we're kind of fucked right here. There's a snake, and I don't know what to do with it. But if you look at the map, it's not exactly that. It's like there's another passage, it seems. Like, okay, wait a minute. If I go south, to go back would be east. All of this, okay. If I go down from here, no, that's the same thing. Okay. So it's like a north down thing. And what about that other passage that goes like, what's that? That I uncovered. Maybe I shouldn't have. How do you go there? Maybe it's a one-way. No, maybe I should put it back. Yeah, let's put it back. Let's do this. And then pew. Let's remove all that. I'm not supposed to see this. There you go. Okay, that's what we're supposed to see. Okay, so we're in the hall, there's a snake, we don't know what to do. No, not this one. we don't see this hall on that map, which is kind of like, what? It should be bigger. Oh, hey, got a myth. Thanks for the raid. I didn't even mention it. I'm sorry. Good evening. Good evening. Russ definitely done that. So yeah, no choice but to go north. The fucking Hall of King. A huge green fierce snake. Oh, give him some food. Give food to snake, maybe. Drop. Oh, they did say to use the rod on the bird. So we can't do bird, right? What was it called? Anyways, you can go back to Canyon. Because I thought I could be using this map by typing the word, but when it says bird, no. If I type bird, it doesn't go there. Hall doesn't work really. East, no, doesn't work. If I type goal, it's not gonna send me to the goal place. No. The brink is Fisher. It's not brink. That's weird. There were other maps that maybe were more accurate, but they were so fucking ugly. I was about to ask why you didn't have a lightsaber. Because you do start as a Jedi, right? Excellent. So how far are you? Because I think I'll stop watching. I'm just like, I wasn't really focused on the game. Like, you're talking to Mandalorians, you did talk to, I know you're, I think you're on Narshada, but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, let's back to the canyon. And let's go west again. Now it's the bird. So use rod on bird. But in the elk thingy, it did say something about that right here. The rod scares the bird. The objects have side effects. Maybe there's other things that scares the bird that I have on me. Maybe it's the cage. Drop, cage, drop, rod, drop, axe, drop, inventory, drop, inventory, shit, inventory, drop, food, I know I'm gonna drop everything, drop, bottle, drop, keys. It's keys or key? I cannot drop the lantern. Maybe that's the lantern, that's the problem. But if it's dark, I can't pick up the... That's it. East. Get bird. Okay, so what was the problem? The food, maybe? Maybe because of the smell? Hey, have a good evening. West. You can see a set of keys, small model in which it's nice. It looks like it has always been there, like not me that dropped it. Charmin, how's it going? So, yeah, take the cage. So yeah, I need to not have too much stuff on me, it seems. Shit. That's kind of a bullshit move. I don't like that. What was it? The rod may be okay, but I didn't have the rod the first time I went there, but I didn't want to. I had the keys, the food, the cage. Maybe it was... No, it can't be the cage. Am I gonna feed the bird to the snake? Because this is gonna be a small game. This is gonna be a short game. I'm gonna finish this right now. This ain't happening. So do I take all this shit? I don't think I need the keys. So is this the pit? No shit. Stop of small pit. I need to... Okay. Shit, there must be a top, maybe? Maybe top. Okay. So at the top we have the keys, all the stuff. I think I'm gonna get the bottle and the food. I don't know. I need everything. It's just gonna leave the keys for now. Get axe. Get rod. Look. Okay. West. From here we can't go west? Huh? Oh, it's down, I think. Then the Hall of Mists. No, so from here. If it could tell you clearly where you can go instead of me going like south. Oh, no room. South. Oh, doesn't work. East. No, doesn't work. West doesn't work. North again. West, we know it doesn't work. So then north. Then we have the huge snake. So feed the snake. First taking the snake and I'll just... What? Get snake. No. Feed the snake to the snake? No. Feed the bird. Oh yeah, there you go. Feed the bird. Oh, okay. The cage. Feed. Shit. I really thought I could feed the bird to the snake. I really wanted to, you know. Huh. I really thought that was it. So I can't use axe on snake. Would that work? It doesn't want me to attack the snake. I tried attack. Well, snake. That doesn't work. It's very dangerous. Use rod on snake. There's no use in this game, I'm sure. You need to... hit snake. Inventory. the water? I don't really understand what's going on. It says give water to the snake, so it's implied that I'm going to give it to the snake. Then first taking the bottle of water. I don't really understand. I have it. Why are you taking it? You're holding that already in the bottle. So it seems I already have. So I might have to say maybe give water to snake, maybe? And then it still says the same thing. So now it doesn't say to snake because that wasn't implied anyway. You're holding that already. You're holding that. Okay, yes, I'm holding the water. I know that. I throw water. It just says that. I can't attack the snake. I tried the food, it said it doesn't want some food. I have a bird in a cage, but if I open... Look at snake. Did I do that? I wouldn't mess with it. So if I try to go north, you can't. If I try to go south... Oh! Oh, you can go south. Oh, I'm sorry. There are faint rustling noises from the darkness behind you. As you turn toward them, you spot a bearded pirate. He is carrying a large chest. "Shiver me timbers!" he cries. "I've been spotted. I'd best team myself off to the maze to hide me chest." With that, he vanishes into the gloom. Okay, let's save here. Pirate. Let's go south. Did the south work? Where are we now? Yeah, south. You can't get by the snake. Great. East. All of this. No. West. North. No. South. Did I do a pirate voice? Shiver me timbers. And it just flowed naturally like that. It helps when it's like it says the me instead, like, so I can like just shiver me timbers instead of my. It would never say shiver my timbers, but I don't know. Some games, like in the how they write the word, really helps you doing like some kind of, not necessarily a voice, but just maybe some kind of little accent or something, some intonation. I don't know. You can't get by the snake. That's where we're at. Does anybody like have any ideas? I mean, I'm sure no one here has played this, so no one has any ideas on what the fuck can I do here? I really don't know. Get bent. Yeah, let's try it. Get bent. Bend snake. As you bend up the snake, fuck you. If it's really the snake, it might be something else. If I look at the map, yeah, there's passages everywhere, but you need to get past the snake. There seemed to be even a passage down. Not quite all direction. All of mist. If I go up, it's all of mist also. All of a sudden my throat is like, ew. I didn't try to jump that fissure that they didn't. Maybe I can. Let's go west. Jump. Oh dear, you seem to have gotten yourself killed. I might be able to help you out, but I've never really done this before. Do you want me to regenerate you? If you do that, you lose some points, so I'm just gonna reload here. I'll be, oh yeah, restore. Please answer yes or no. No. You have died. In that game, you scored 73 out of a possible 350 in 205 turns, earning you the rank of adventurer. Restore. I can't remember where we are, what we have in our inventory. We have the keys this time. So if I do top, yeah, drop key. I don't think that's important. But you never know, it's keys, you know. Ah, fuck. Keys. The fucking keys. I don't have that many items. Black rod with a rusty star on the end. What the hell is that? So yeah, I dropped the fissure so you can jump. A bird that we have a singing bird. Oh no, we don't have the bird. Oh shit, I didn't save after the bird. East. No, get bird doesn't work. West. Drop rod. Drop food. East. Get bird. Yeah, it's the food. Okay, the food might be the problem with the snake also. We do snake? No. What's it called? It was Hall of the King. The dwarf. Yeah, I thought about giving back the axe. Give axe to dwarf. No. The dwarf is not at all interested in your offer. The reason being perhaps that if he kills you, he gets everything you have anyway. The dwarf throws a nasty little knife at you but misses. Okay. Stop it. There's a snake. He bars the way, so yeah, north doesn't work, south doesn't work. Slips away. I don't know what to do. I'm also very tired, so either I just stop here and come back refreshed, or I look it up. So it's, and I might just start refreshed, but still have to look it up. But I don't have the energy now to just try a lot of things. I really don't feel like it. At the bird place there is a passage there. Maybe we'll go back there. If I go back to the top and go east. Can we go south from here? No. No. Can we go down? No. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's a short stream, but I have a feeling I might not do 3 hours of these streams. It might be just by little bursts. I don't know. It depends. If I get stuck like that all the time, I don't feel I've done anything. Like, you should see the map is so huge. Or maybe it was just the impression that it felt huge. It's still big. It's colossal. So yeah, we're gonna raid someone. We're gonna replay this, continue this on Tuesday, and yeah, tomorrow will be more Phantasy Star 1 on the PlayStation 2 remake. It's Phantasy Star Generation 1, something like that. Alright, Craig, and have a great night, everyone. I hope I get unstuck. So yeah, tomorrow 8 PM Eastern Time for Fantasy Star, and more of this on Tuesday. Have a great night, everyone. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that!